I'd like to welcome you and thank you for joining us today to celebrate the marriage of Morag and Peter. So how did Morag become the wonderful woman that we all know and love? Like her mother before her, Morag decided that a career in medicine was not for her. However, she's done the next best thing. She's married a doctor. Although choosing a flavour of a cake at a cafe could be quite a conundrum for our Morag, she has said that saying yes to Peter's proposal was the easiest decision of her life.
Peter David Wilson Rainey was born 20th of August 1992. As a child, Peter always woke up with a smile on his face. He was very inquisitive as a child, always looking forward to the day ahead. With his first words of each day being, "What are we going to do today?" Closely followed by, "What is there to eat?" So we can see how his active lifestyle and love of good food began.
I spent an awful lot of my childhood running around looking up to Peter, running after Peter, doing as I was told by Peter. And to be honest, it's got me where I am today. And I think I speak on behalf of both myself and Matthew whenever we say we couldn't have asked for a better big brother. He made my life very easy in school, because whenever I started school about a year after Peter, it was, "Oh, Rainey, are you Peter's brother?" "Oh, right, well, you'll be fine, you'll be good at this." And it's amazing what you can get away with when that's your starting point.
So nearby is Hadrian's Wall, built in 122 AD by the Romans to keep out the unconquerable Scots. Now, since the Romans gave up trying to tame the Scots, many an Englishman has also tried, myself included, only to be, as the anthem says, sent homeward to think again. Well, now it's the turn of a Northern Irishman to try and conquer the will of the Scottish flower. Well, Peter, all I can say is, good luck with that.
Welcome to your wedding. We gather together to express our deep happiness and joy in this special day as Peter and Morag are joined together in marriage. And as we do so, we worship God who has brought them together as part of his sovereign plan for their lives. Today we have the opportunity to celebrate with them, witness them exchanging vows, pray together for them, and hear the instruction that God's word has for them as they start out on this path together, longing with them that they would be able to live lives that point others towards their God and their King. So we're gathered together as a congregation of God's people to witness the joining together of Peter and Morag in marriage. Marriage reveals the loving nature and wise purposes of God. Man and woman were created in the image of God so that the love and community of God's own nature may be reflected in the human family. Peter, are you willing to give yourself in marriage to Morag today?
I will.
Will you love her and comfort, honor and keep her in sickness and in health, and be faithful to her as long as you both live?
I will.
Morag, are you willing to give yourself in marriage to Peter?
I am.
Will you love him and comfort him, honor and keep him in sickness and in health, and be faithful to him as long as you both live?
I will.
Please take one another's hands as you exchange your vows.
I, Peter David Wilson Rainey, take you, Morag Ann Kennedy, to be my wife.
I, Morag Ann Kennedy, take you, Peter David Wilson Rainey, to be my husband.
With God's help and by the same grace that saved us, I vow to lead you by God's word in pursuit of His will for our lives together, to lead you by God's word, to love you as God has loved me, with patience, kindness, faithfulness, forgiveness, and endurance.
To serve you by putting your needs before my own and pointing you towards Jesus at every opportunity. For as long as we both shall live, or until Christ returns to take us home.
As a token of the covenant into which you have entered, rings are given and received.
I give you this ring as a sign of our covenant. All that I am and all that I have, I share with you. I promise to love you and to be faithful to you, now and forever.
I do not promise in my strength alone. I promise in the name of God, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
Before God and in the presence of this congregation, Peter and Morag have made their solemn vows to each other. They've joined hands and given and received rings, binding themselves in the covenant of marriage. I therefore pronounce them husband and wife in the name of God, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Peter, you may kiss your bride.
On behalf of my beautiful wife and I, but yes, I'd like to thank both of you for bringing Morag up in the way that you have, and bringing her up to be the beautiful woman that she is. So yes, thank you very much for that. Mum and Dad, you've been with me my whole life. Thank you for supporting me throughout life, and whenever I was maybe going a little bit awry, gently nudging me in the right direction, and keep me on the straight and narrow. The safety that you've sort of given me at home has allowed me to get out and explore the world and always know that I have somewhere safe to come back to. So thank you very much for that. So Morag, haven't I done well? You look amazing today, and I'm so privileged to be able to call you my wife. You amaze me every day with your kindness, determination, smile, positive attitude, and I just think you're wonderful. I'm not sure what you really see in me, though. I mean, you've had to put up with a lot. Whether it's me blending your spatula in your food processor, or serving up various states of raw meat at various occasions, and you've really risked your life coming on this journey with me, so well done. But I suppose you're stuck with me now.
Mm-hmm.